Hey YouTube, it's Cherise here. Do you guys hear my airball cracking? Oh man, that was so strange. But yes, I have another tutorial for you guys. It is currently 6:19 a.m. on Thursday the 25th. Oh my goodness, it's the 25th of August. Christmas is like 4 months away. This year has really flown by so fast, but you know what? I'm happy because that means I'm graduating. So yeah. Anyways, this look is going to be featuring the Aina J.Glow palette. Once again, sorry, I have like the hiccups. I'm starting to get the hiccups. Oh, goodness. Oh gosh, when I get the hiccups, they're quite violent and they're painful if I hold them in and like hiccup silently. It hurts. We're gonna try to get through this video anyway. Please excuse these hiccups. First, I'm gonna tell you what's already on my face. I am wearing the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra 24-hour foundation. Love this. I'm wearing the shade 540 Suede W, and I think it looks so good on my skin. And I only need to use 3 pumps of this, and they're very, very small pumps, by the way. I would show you, but I don't want to waste it because this is $47.50. And it took me forever to find my correct shade because I got shade matched to the wrong shade. But I really do love this foundation. So I'm wearing it today. I then go in and set underneath my eyes and my T-zone area and anywhere else that gets oily with the Coty Airspun powder and translucent extra coverage. Excuse me in these hiccups. After that, I sweep away any excess powder using my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in 360 Mocha, which is the darkest shade. And I also use this to set the rest of my face as well. And I love this powder. I feel like it looks so good on my skin tone. I then filled in my eyebrows. Nope. JK. I then highlighted, and I used another product from e.l.f. And this is one of their baked eyeshadows in Enchanted is what it's called. And it's just a beautiful, nice gold color. And I use this to highlight my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and Cupid's bow in the eyebrow area. So that's what is helping me get the glow that I have. Like trying to show you guys. There we go. So that's what that looks like. You can see it's very golden and really pretty and shimmery. So I use that to highlight with. I also use the highlighter from the Aina J.Glow palette, which is the gold right over here. There we go. I feel like it looks better from out here. Lighting is so much of a struggle. Yes, right here, this gold, I use that. It's a highlighter, and I also layered that on top. Okay, now we can move on to the eyes. Oh, let me tell you what blush I'm wearing. I'm wearing this blush. It doesn't have a name, and I don't even know the company it came from, but it's just a really pretty peachy pink, deeper pink color. Super pretty. And that's the blush that I have on today. Tonight is the night that students come to learn more about their instruments and to show their parents the sound that they can make on the instrument, and it gives them a chance to purchase an instrument if they want to. And tonight is the night they finalize the instrument that they're going to play for probably the rest of their lives, hopefully. So I get to meet parents tonight, and that means I have an extra long day at school, and I won't be able to make it to marching band and see my other school babies, but I'll be with my middle schoolers today. And so we're doing makeup to talk to parents, meet with parents, and we are also doing makeup that used to be super long lasting. So a great eyeshadow palette that is gonna get you glam and cute but isn't overbearing or too much is the Aina J.Glow palette. You can do beautiful neutral look with this, or you could do a dramatic look, but I'm going to show you a neutral look that I like to do with it. And it's super simple, super easy. And it's almost like the other look I did with it, except this one does not use gold on the lid. It uses more of the taupe and the silver color. So we're going to start with this taupey color right here. If y'all can see it. There we go. That color right there. And I'm using a Coastal Scents brush. I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. Patting this onto my lid. I'm trying to rush a little bit or move faster because I want to go to Bojangles for breakfast. I underestimated how important it is to eat breakfast. Now that I'm at school all day, every day, and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and not getting home until usually after 8 p.m., sometimes after 9 p.m., depending on what day it is and where I'm teaching at after school ends. Like, I really need that breakfast. I really need to eat breakfast. But I've been waiting to get groceries so that I can actually cook breakfast. Because you guys know I was doing really good at cooking my little breakfast sandwich with my turkey and my cheese and my egg on my bread, the multi-grain bread, the flaxseed bread. So yeah, but I need to get back into that. All right, so we're going to put that color on our lids. And it is going to look kind of ashy and strange. But we're going to go on with this beautiful brown in the palette. This is one of my favorite browns I actually use in the crease. This brown right here, and we're going to deepen up the crease and add some definition to the eyes, and I'm going to use another Coastal Scents brush. And I'm literally placing this in the socket of my eye, directly into the crease. And I think I already know what I'm going to wear today. Yes, I have an idea. And I might be spending the night with my mentor teacher because I don't know if I want to make this drive back tonight, but if I do, that means I have to bring everything from marching band tomorrow because we have our first football game of the season tomorrow. And it's an away game, which never usually happens. And you see how that's just adding definition to my eye? So that's all you're doing with this nice brown color. I'm just putting that right in the socket in the crease of my eye. I'm blending it upwards. Softening the edges. Can you see the difference? I can. With definition, with no definition. But yeah, I've been loving this little palette. So good. It's perfect for every day on the go. But yeah, it's been fun doing instrument testing with the 6th graders. I feel like I just said but yeah way too many times in the past like 30 seconds. Man, I got to see a kid's magical look. They made their first sound on a flute. It was a boy too, a little boy. There's no such thing as girl instruments and boy instruments, so please don't even comment below about a boy playing the flute. Anybody can play the flute, and actually a lot of professional flute players are men. So go educate yourself and look up information before you're like, flute is only for gay men to play. Now there's plenty of straight married men that play the flute. Because there's no such thing as a boy instrument or a girl instrument. And we tell our kids this too. So there's this little boy, and I asked him, what's your first choice instrument? He said flute. I was like, do you want to try anything else? And he said, no, I want to play the flute. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what you can do. Let's see what sound you can make on the head joint, which is just like basically about a 2/5 of the flute. The head joint is just the first part that you put, and then you put in the body, and there's a little foot joint thing. So at first he was kind of struggling. I was trying to, explain the embouchure and the aperture to him and how you make a tiny hole with your lips and blah, 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 blah. And sometimes you need to roll in, roll out, blah, blah, blah. I was trying to help him get a sound. And we struggled for maybe about 30 seconds, and then he finally made a sound, and like this kid's eyes just lit up. And almost made me want to cry because he was so happy, and like you could just tell he was like instantly in love, and like he just had that magical moment of like, I can do this, like I'm gonna be able to be a flute player, and he was just so happy. It was so beautiful, guys. When I think about it, it does make me kind of tear because it was just like I witnessed that and I helped him reach that point. I feel like I changed his life. I helped him change his life. He did it. I didn't really do anything. I was just kind of sitting there, but you know, I just got to witness it. Man, like when I tell you his face lit up, like he just got that magical look. Man, makes me so happy. I'm so excited for the 6th grade to play their instruments. Then there was this other boy who typically doesn't make very good grades, but I was grading their papers and I was grading his assignment. He got a 91, so you know that's an A now because South Carolina switched to the 10-point grading system. And he came to class late, and he was getting his instrument from the instrument room, and I just went back there to hand him his paper, and I was like, hey, so-and-so, here's your paper. And when he saw the grade, he literally like dropped everything that he had. He was like, I made an A! And like the class had already started because he came late, and everybody just like starts dying of laughter, and everybody's just like smiling and happy for him. And it was just the cutest, most adorable thing. And this boy, he's in 7th grade. It was the cutest, most adorable thing. Like, he was just so proud of his grade. And we were all just so happy for him. All right. Enough stories from the field. So now we're going to use this silver color right here, and I'm going to apply that to my lid using the same brush that we applied the taupe color to the lid. But yeah, man, it's been a great experience so far with middle school. Like, this is definitely my favorite age to teach. And then I have mostly middle schoolers in my modeling class. Like, I have a couple freshmen, but that's the oldest I have. And working with those young ladies too has just been great. Just like their energy and their spirit, and you know, they're just all chatty and just like upbeat, and they just make you feel good about life, and they just make you appreciate kind of when you were that age, and it makes you thankful that they're able to be as confident and talkative as they are. Because I know back in my day, we weren't all, well, I know I wasn't at all very, I don't know, I've always had my own personality, I've always been my own person, but I wasn't as confident as they are. So they impress me with their level of confidence, and just, they're just very, man, I used the word last week to describe them. They're very, they're mature for their age, I would say. I love them. All right, so now we're going to use the highlighter from this palette, the gold. And I know my video and camera's moving slow right now. We're going to use the gold right here that I used to highlight my face, and we're going to put that in the inner corners of the eye. Okay, yeah, it's 6:33, so I'm making good time. I'm using another Coastal Scents brush to do this. There we go, so you can see the eye look. It's real simple, really easy. Lastly, we're going to take the brown from this palette in the same brush. I'm just going to wipe it off. And we're going to smudge the darker brown on the bottom lash line. I'm not trying to make it super noticeable, just so it's just so that we have a little bit of color down there and it's not completely bare. I also love that in my modeling class we have a mix of ethnicities and we have a mix of girls that go to private school and public school and different public schools in the area. I think all the girls that go to the private school, they all go to the same one though. So it's like a really nice mixture. Alright, so that's it for eyeshadow featuring the Jackie Aina J.Glow palette. This is my other go-to look with her palette. It's just, I don't put gold on the lid, I put the silver and the taupe on the lid instead, with brown on the crease. I love this brown for the crease. To me, it just looks so good. And it just works so well. Next, I'm just going to apply mascara, and the mascara I'm going to wear today is going to be the CoverGirl, the Supersizer mascara. And then I'm going to wear some sort of lip color. So I hope you guys enjoyed this mini tutorial / chit chat with me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.